This is Max Diebold, and we're going to explain the bees. So our idea at MRH is to have a sustainable system that teaches students in sustainability with the different skills they're going to need in life, while still incorporating some of the classic school things like science, math, social studies, and comm arts. The bee system is sustainable because it teaches students the skills they're going to need to run a business in life. We did a project where we ran a business using the bees, and we sold honey and wax and different products from the bees. It also is sustainable because the bees can pretty much run themselves, and they're pretty low maintenance. All we have to do is just make sure that they're not dying, and they feed themselves and they drink food themselves all on their own. So they're like a habitat that has as little outside inputs as you can possibly have, similar to the aquaponics, and they just pretty much run themselves. In science, it's a system, and it shows the bees and different things that are involved in habitats elsewhere in nature, and it relates to a lot of different things. And the honey that we collect, how we collect the honey, how the bees do their thing. Everything that they do relates to science. Also in math, when we did the business project, we had to calculate things and see if we were in the red and making money, and which products sold the best and the worst.
These ones are perfect. MRH science teacher Bill Hensky works with the students of the hive to help care for the bees and their general health.
So the good news is, we can reuse all of this, probably.
Yeah, these two are probably clean. Got that perfect white glow to them.
Yeah, they should do that. Well, there's never any brood.
The bee program is responsible for the overall well-being of the hive. They're checking for mites, new queen cells, counting of dead bees, and overall health for the hive before winter.
Down here is a big pile of dead bees.
Yeah, right, man. That larvae is going to have a heck of a story to tell.
Yeah. Can they tell that?
This isn't enough to be CCD.
Go through it and clean it out. This is what the wax moths would do. They eat all that wax in there, and this is just all the web from the baby wax moths. It's really gross. You don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen to your hive. When that happens, you have a lot of work to do. You can see all the cocoons from all the larvae. The larvae just live on the wax, and they eat everything out of there. Just make a big mess. You have to redo all the frames. Some people just burn it, start over.
We interviewed MRH middle schooler Yasmin Rivera, who claimed that taking care of bees taught her accountability.
What we have to do is check on them every month, every first week of the month. We have to check on them. We always make sure that they're all right, and we always the teacher who stays with us after school is Miss Burbank, and I think she keeps a count on the bees too.
We then interviewed MRH science teacher Kay Burbank, and she informed us how beekeeping is taught in the classroom from teacher to student.
We teach bee biology, how to care for the bees. We also teach them how to use bee products, the honey and pollen. We make candles, soap, we bottle up our honey. And then we try and teach them the bigger part of beekeeping as part of the whole sustainability curriculum here at Maplewood.
We interviewed another MRH middle schooler, Christopher Skaggs. He told us how they keep the bees safe at night.
What we do to keep the bees in safe conditions is we make sure to lock them up at night, and then we put guards when it starts getting cold. We put guards on the bees' hives so that not too much cold air can get in.
We asked the students how safe they feel working with the bees.
They usually aren't afraid of them anymore. Sometimes they're like, oh, I didn't know this and I didn't know that, and oh, I'm not afraid of them anymore.
I feel pretty safe working with the bees because we have the veils and things.
To Children grew out of being afraid of working with the bees, so we asked them why they participate with them.
I just wanted to see how they interact with each other, how they work, or how interesting they are. I just wanted to be more interested in them.
I wanted to participate with the bees because it just seemed like a good opportunity to explore something new.
Local Harvest is an independently operated grocery store that offers local produce and meats and organic foods of the freshest quality. They support local food artisans who prepare foods that are natural without preservatives or artificial flavorings. They work with regional farmers who practice sustainable agricultural methods that are better for the environment and conserve energy. They support local food because it tastes fresher and retains more nutrients.
We love supporting all of our local producers, and starting at the level of children all the way up to adults, being able to support a local bee club that's affiliated with schooling and children learning how to maintain bees and harvest honey and everything is something we really want to promote, getting back to the basics.
Bill Hinsky, working out in the field by harvesting the honey from the honeycombs.
There's too much else.
The bees have not only helped our flowers grow, but they have also helped educate and inform new generations about the importance of bees. Students have used their bee knowledge in their everyday classes during school.